We're going to talk about the Nomad Bridge that was hacked for millions and millions of dollars. I believe to the extent of $165 million, if I'm not mistaken. That was crazy. That was like the first ever decentralized looting. What happened, and maybe explain to people what does it mean that a bridge gets hacked.
The Nomad Bridge, which is responsible for allowing people to exchange funds across multiple chains, including Polkadot and Ethereum and others. And so what happened is that the bridge had a misconfiguration that allowed people to replay the same transaction again and again and again across the chains without having any form of verification. So the bridge kept accepting any new coming transaction. So what happened is that a first person or entity managed to discover this issue, and essentially like they were just like, okay, it looks like the chain continues to accept my transactions to withdraw funds from the bridge. And then other people realized that and kept copy pasting the same transaction and essentially just putting their address instead of the original recipient. And it was kind of like an open buffet for anyone in the space. I think it was like 200 ETH by 200 ETH, and USDC was like 200K by 200K. The other thing that happened was that there was no pausing mechanism for the bridge. In general, when you have bridges in DeFi, they tend to be a very critical piece of infrastructure, right? It's really not rare to have TVLs that are like in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And so as such, you need to have some kind of like, red switch and red button that you can just press to stop all operations. If you notice any form of, strange activity that could be malicious, there was no such thing for this bridge. So when the issue was found, there was no way whatsoever to stop essentially the draining from happening because there was just no way to pause the operations, to pause the bridge.